Accept your permission. All right. So you don't feel the cops. I mean, you feel the cops were wrong, I'm guessing.
That would be a pretty safe assumption, yes.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, me personally, I mean, I woke up one morning, I was just eating my breakfast, and then I see on Twitter, obviously that's how I found out about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how 99% of people found out about it. And so I watched the video, and normally I watch the video, and 99% of the time, I'm not going to lie, I am pro law enforcement because, okay, listen, there's always the backstory to everything. Mm-hmm. So I did my research and I did the backstory to the situation, the confrontation, and all that. And watching the video multiple times and comparing it to the, what's that? Hold on a second. Yeah, like a $2 or $3 tip, yeah. So I was watching the video and I was watching the backstory of it. Once I found out that he was just selling tapes and he had prior permission from the owner of the store on several occasions to sell. Yeah, 27 will be fine, or 28, whatever it is. Is it 27 or 28?
I don't know. That's what I said.
25, 26, 20. It's 28. I'll turn my light back on. Yeah. Anyways, what's it called? So, sorry about that. I was getting money situated because I got an appointment going on tomorrow and stuff. But, anyways, backtrack like I was saying. And as I was saying,
he had permission to sell CDs from the owner of the store.
From the owner of the store on several occasions. And so I was watching the video, and from the looks of things, Mr. Sterling was cooperating with the police. He's on the ground and all that.
No. Which did you see both videos?
I saw the one where there was this
behind him.
The one that I saw, they were in a car and it was like right in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you click start on the video, you can actually hear the cops saying "get on the floor," and they had to tase him. Now, I mean, when you tase someone, you're not going to get there and say "get on the floor," boom, I'm going to tase you. No, it's going to be "get on the floor." We're going to have to use this stuff. We will tase you. They pull it out, they aim it at you, and they're going to say they're going to tase you. Now, a little before the story happened, he did have the owner's right of the store to sell his CDs illegally, but a homeless man actually called the police on him because Alton Sterling pointed his gun at him and said, "You're gonna buy my CDs."
Yeah, I did. I know he did have a gun on him and stuff. Yeah.
And so the homeless man was scared, so he called the cops, and the cops are getting a call for a man pointing a gun at someone. Now, that's a call you don't handle like, oh,
pull over to the side type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna go in there. This man's pointing his gun at people. What we seen as Twitter, we seen a 30-second clip of, we don't know how long the cops were there. They could have been there for 15 minutes. They could have been there for a minute. I mean, we really don't know, but
more than likely they were there for quite some time. It's not something that you just go in there and handle instantly.
And what you can see is the cops did tase him. The man stood there. He took the tase from both cops. I believe they both tased him. I mean, he stood there like that. But the thing is, his history of his rap sheet, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he's had previous offenses and stuff.
Yeah, he had previous offenses from resisting cops. So it wasn't his first time resisting a cop. It wasn't. He wasn't this great man. The media portrayed him out like a loving husband and stuff like that when he had multiple domestic violence charges to him. But the thing is, let alone what happened that night. Now, when did America ever make it okay for people to stop resisting? I mean, I get it. You're trying to fight the Black Lives Matter and whatever, all that, etc., because they feel.
Oh, in all honesty, I'm kind of somewhat against that movement. This is like the only situation that I've like.
But I mean,
that's the topic for a different day.
Yeah, they believe in that, so they want to do that. But the thing is, actually, this is going to go with me. A guy at the Black Lives Matter for rioting over Alton Sterling's thing. He heard the cops were looking for him because they thought. Have you seen the video where the guy thought the police thought it was him or something like that? So the police were looking for him. He turned himself in. He said, "Hey, I don't want to fight. I'm right here. Take me to jail. I'll do whatever." Because I didn't do it. He basically said he didn't do it, which he didn't do it. But the thing is, he got out. He got out of jail. He wasn't charged with anything. Yeah, he's interrogated, and the stuff he was saying, that's what they use to interrogate people. That they like to say, "Hey, your buddy just ratted you out. Why'd you do it?" That they throw that out there so you will basically admit to the crime. They don't. I mean, that's legal. But the thing is, that goes to show, if you were to just laid on the floor and just done every cooperated, and if you truly didn't do anything wrong, you would have been out. But the thing is, he did do stuff wrong. He didn't want to go to jail. He had a gun on him illegally. he had a rap sheet actually from not showing up to court, so there was a warrant out for his arrest already, and etc. But to the points where the cops are killing him, he was wearing cargo shorts. What kind of, do you have shorts on right now?
Basketball shorts.
Basketball shorts. Is there pockets in it?
Yes.
Okay, I would say that's the room in there is equivalent to cargo shorts. I don't wear cargo shorts.
I'd say cargo shorts maybe just a tad bit deeper. There's more room in cargo shorts, and there's often more pockets on cargo shorts.
Get your finger as the point of the gun, and think that put it in your pocket.
All right, cool.
Move your finger anywhere. It can point anywhere, right?
Okay.
I mean, it's in your pocket, but you can point it in any direction towards anybody if they're on you. Now, the thing is, if he was reaching for his pocket right there, and you're wearing those kind of shorts, I mean, you don't want to take the risk of, oh, you know, there's two of us and one of him. If he touches, all it takes is the trigger pull, and it's a 4-pound trigger pull or something like that. And one of the cops are dead, or one of the cops is injured, stuff like that. Now, when it comes to your life, if they found the gun on him, they yelled gun, they said gun, 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 stop, or I'll shoot you, and then he didn't stop. Like, I mean,
the video.
Go ahead. What was that?
I said the video I saw of the shooting. All I heard was gun. I didn't hear put the gun away or don't do nothing.
Well, he said,
gun.
He said, if you fucking move, I'm gonna blast you or something like that. Which
I did hear.
If you watch many videos, cops talk like that. Like there was a guy.
Yeah, of course, cops are gonna use offensive language. There's nothing wrong with the cops swearing. What the hell?
But some people like to take that. Oh, that's like a racist thing. But the thing is, like he gave him a chance. He said, hey, if you effing move, I'm gonna shoot you. And I mean, he got shot. I mean, I don't think the cops did anything wrong personally, because I mean, the guy did have a gun on him. They gave him many chances for him to stop. And when you're messing with a firearm, such as it can kill someone in that amount of quick time, and you don't take stuff like that lightly. So that's why I don't think the cops were wrong in any way.
Yeah, what's it called? I see what you're. Well, then again, I mean, you understand where I'm coming from. Mostly what I saw was on social media, and you know how social media.
Yeah, they portrayed it wrong.
So I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most in terms of the Alton Sterling situation. There's plenty of situations that I understand fully what went down, and you know things like that. But the Alton Sterling situation, social media is my main outlet to it, so I never really from what you're saying, I can tell you've obviously probably looked into the situation on multiple occasions. I personally cannot say that I have done the same. I'm just pretty much going off based on what I've seen on Twitter, and in all honesty, like I understand at the end of the day, I think we can agree that it's never really a good thing that someone's life was taken at the hands in any situation. It's never someone to be like, you know, cool, awesome, he got killed. But I mean, justifiably so. I mean, if you put it in that sense of he's had multiple chances to, hey, take it easy, man. What are you doing?
Yeah,
you know, I mean, in that sense, I guess you could say he almost did it to himself. In all honesty,
I mean, it's true, and I mean. It's good we have videotapes out there, but the thing is, these videotapes are capturing and they're edited
at the climax, not with the build up.
So the cops do look bad. Like, I mean, if they would have cut out the taser part and a little forward, and no one would have known that part, and they just tackling them and they shot him, that would actually look like a whole different story. But
yeah, for sure.
If you would have got the full story, like a body cam, I don't know why they didn't. I don't know if it's the state doesn't do it, but I don't know much about those. But I mean. From a video I've seen, there was a video of this guy started recording, but the cops had a body cam on him, and it looks like the cops were just like beating him. They just tackled him from the beginning of the video, but then the police station came out and said, "Well, here's the actual video," and the guy actually pushed one of the cops and tried to fight his way to it, so that's why they had to tackle him and put him in custody, stuff like that. So, I mean, in a way, these 30-second videotapes, I mean. Of course, you got to watch them to like get a point of it, but I think people should do extra research into it. I guess you could say.
And in all honesty, this whole controversy of 30-second videos on Twitter and Facebook, whatever, that's going to end pretty soon. Because I believe, you know, pretty soon in the next couple of years, maybe for the next 5 years, even depending on how long it takes to get it manufactured and all that. But eventually, I think every officer in America will eventually be wearing body cams.
Yeah.
So eventually, the truth. I mean. And there are some situations where police officers did the right thing, and there's some situations where they abuse their power, but that's just how it is. And so it's going to be. I think everybody should realize that body cams are the future of. It's going to be the future, not of law enforcement, because obviously the cameras aren't doing anything to enforce the law. But you know what I'm trying to say by that. Like eventually, eventually this whole 30-second Twitter thing is going to die out, and we're going to actually see what really went down, and people are going to be able to actually see whether or not. you know, instead of debating whether the cop did anything right or wrong, are going to be able to say, hey, that was messed up, or hey, good job, you know?
Yeah, and that's true. But I mean, that's why I feel like, you know, Alton Sterling did do it to himself. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I can see why you say that.
Yeah. I mean, I debated many people in here, but one of these guys, like, I don't know if you're reading the comments, he like um, actually thought Alton Sterling was put in cuffs, and he actually thought Alton Sterling was shot in the back. And I
No,
was
he was
like,
not. He was not put in cuffs. He was on the
yeah, and I
ground. They were
was
in the
just like,
process of trying to
really?
cuff him, and then yeah.
No, but the thing, like, he thought he was in cuffs because people misword it. Like, they said he was sustained, or like just basically the words they use as a cop would say that, you know, he was put in cuffs, but he wasn't, because they're saying that word for a totally different occasion there.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean,
that's what
if you
a lot
don't
of people.
understand police terminology, I really don't
Yeah,
think that. It's one thing to not completely understand the situation, like myself, and it's one thing to not know what detaining means and what
yeah,
arresting means. Those are. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I mean, it sucks he did die. But I mean, it's just I don't know why people feel the need. If the cop's wrong, I mean, by all means, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna have a court hearing, and you're gonna be proven innocent if you
Hmm.
didn't do anything wrong. Why are you gonna
Why
resist?
resist and put yourself
And
in
then
jeopardy?
therefore now you are gonna go to jail because you did resist, no matter what.
Yeah, that's just a separate charge added to your other accusations and all that. So I mean,
So I mean,
yeah.
so but yeah, I guess that's the end of it. Glad you understand, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The way I go into these debates is, I mean, mainly in these debates, if you will, what's it called? I was debating with someone who, and their topic was, it's called Black Lives Matter, not All Lives Matter,
Oh,
and I forgot what her username is. It was a girl, I can't remember.
I think
And
I seen that like 2 days ago or something like
yeah,
that.
her and I were discussing, and it's like, in all honesty, all lives do matter, but the way a lot of people don't really word their titles. I'm not saying you worded yours wrong, but a lot of people don't word their titles right. The way I
Mm-hmm.
interpreted that is, hey, listen, F everybody else, Black Lives
Mm-hmm.
Matter.
I
But then
mean, I understand people want to support Black Lives Matter and stuff like this, but like if you're gonna
to an
go
extent,
after,
to an
yeah.
extent,
But I mean, you don't just, if you want an organization that wants everything to be equal and stuff like that, then, you know, go support killings of the white too, like killings of,
hmm
you know, this white guy died by the police, and this black guy died by the police, same exact way from the same police, and but you're only gonna narrate this side of the story.
I'll never understand why it's only when African American life is taken that
Yeah,
it's blown up in the media.
it's true, and it's just like, I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
just
I'm not saying that if like a friend of mine gets killed by cops, I'm not saying I want his face all over the internet and all over everything. But I mean, at the same time, it's like the thing that why the media blows it up is because I mean, the news industry isn't even for news anymore. It's all about the money, you know.
it's true.
So they go where the money's at, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
I mean, yeah. That's just. I mean, I guess that's what we
that's
live.
life.
Yeah, yeah. But are you Republican or Democrat?
In all honesty, I haven't really declared for a party yet. I'm turning 18 like a week before the election,
Okay.
and so I mean, like I honestly, I'm going into this open minded. So I mean, I've been doing research. I've actually started researching like last week and stuff because I actually want to take this election very seriously since it's my first one. So I
Yeah.
mean, I've been weighing out the pros and cons of different propositions in my state and
Mhm.
for senators and stuff like that, and for president, obviously.
Who are
But
you more on the side right now? Like
in all honesty, I hate both of them.
oh, really? Yeah,
What
go
about
pick
yourself?
one. I like Trump.
Yeah, yeah, my father's the same way.
Yeah, but I mean, people say all these bad things. I mean, like Twitter, they make him look this bad
All
guy.
this stuff he wants to do, Congress is going to have him at the kneecap, dude. Congress is what's going to end up passing all the stuff he wants to do. So it's not entirely him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and some of the stuff he probably won't be able to pass, but it's
Hmm.
still good that he wants to do it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, because we'll have to wait and see. I guess I mean, I'm not a big fan of either. Like, I'm not completely sold on either. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, they all obviously have their pros and cons. And I mean, I think it's like we were talking about earlier, like with the whole Alton Sterling video. It's like the social media likes to blow up all the negativity in the world. Never really like,
Yeah.
hey, look what a positive thing that Donald Trump did. Or everyone brings up the emails with Hillary. Everyone brings up
Yeah.
her switching things up. Everyone brings up Donald Trump building a wall. Everyone brings up Donald Trump talking about Muslims. It's like, talk about the positivity in the candidates, because at the end of the day, that's what's really going to lure voters into
True.
to decide for their vote.
Yeah. But I mean, I think Donald Trump got the worst end of the stick because I guess more money was raised for him to look bad than he did for his own campaign. So that's just crazy to
Is
think about.
is that like for like organizations across the country? Or is that like based off of like?
Well, I mean, because they all throw out their own campaign, and I guess he spent like a certain $1 million. But the thing is, all these other people were paying so they could find something on him to basically like bash him on to make him look bad and say like Trump should not run for president and etc. Stuff like
Yeah,
that. So, but
just have to see how it goes, I guess.
yeah,
Should be if in all honesty, like my prediction. I'm not because, like I said, I don't know who I'm going for yet. But in all honesty, if you had to put money on it, I think it'd be pretty safe bet that Hillary would end up winning. In all honesty,
you think?
yeah,
I think Obama keeps coming because Obama keeps coming out and saying like stuff about Trump, and I think he's scared because he knows Trump will win. Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's a
we'll
lot
see.
of things.
We've seen in recent history, whenever a party has served 2 terms, the opposite party tends to take office. So I mean, maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not the case. Either way, I'm stuck here in America. So hopefully, whoever the hell it is makes a damn good 4 or 8 years out of their time.
Yeah.
We'll see. But what's it called? Like what? Like in all honesty, like I'm not asking to bash or anything or to like. I'm honestly asking because I want to know like what makes you support Donald Trump. Like why do you think that he's?
I mean, when his first views came out, I haven't been updating it. I've been watching I was watching all the debates with him and stuff like that. I actually really like Trump and Ted Cruz. I liked them both. They were both really good. But I mean, Trump came out on top, so I would support him. But I mean, the main thing, I mean, everyone throws out the wall. The wall is a good thing. I mean, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot of money to build, and yeah, people.
Mexico's not going to pay for it, though. I'll tell you that.
I mean, but the thing is, like, what America could do if the government doesn't want to cooperate with ours, then we just stop the visas and stuff like that. And I guess that sounds bad, but if you think about it, if their own people from Mexico are going to get upset because we're not handing out the visas anymore and green cards and all that stuff, then therefore they're going to do something to their government to make sure they get it back over here. So, I mean,
kind of like a I scratch your back, you scratch mine type thing. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
But I mean, we do have an immigration problem. I mean, I'm not saying they're all bad, but they did a study where like majority of them are criminals. And I mean, even I don't know, are you still in high school?
Yeah, I'm actually going into my my last year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I grew up with ever since because I moved here. I grew up with this guy, and we were good friends. And then he was like, "Yeah, dude, like I'm an illegal," and I was just like, "What?" Like I was like, "You're going to school and getting all these like stuff like that?" And he's like, "Yeah." I mean, but I was just like, "How can an illegal immigrant go to like
what are like the laws on like on the like what's the term on minors like that are minors don't really have to apply for citizenship though, do they?
I mean, no, they don't. But it's like, how do you? I mean,
How how are the parents getting access to?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's getting like his meals for free and like all these other extra stuff that, like, I mean, the government pays for and stuff like that. And that's just one person. Now imagine like all the people, but it's like, how does an illegal immigrant even get into school like that? I mean, I'm not trying to sound mean about it, but it's like, I don't know. It's just
no. I understand what you're trying to say,
but I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of problems. I think Trump speaks his mind, so he's not scared to say something.
That's what a lot of people like about him is that because he has the balls to go out there and say what he feels is best, and at the end of the day,
like he's not really scared to do anything. Basically, I mean, if he wants to do something, he'll say it. If he wants to say something, because he doesn't have like all these corporations behind him saying to say this or say that or don't say that and stuff like that. I mean, he's running his own campaign, so.
Dude's self-funding himself, yeah. So I mean, it's I mean,
and then the whole thing, like, I mean, to rig an election, the whole emails thing. I mean, that's a lot of things going on with Hillary in just a short amount of times. I mean, the worst they have on Trump is
with his
he
statements.
Wants to build a wall.
Yeah, his
he's
statements.
The racist. He hates Muslims, etc. But I mean, those things are actually problems in America, but people fail to realize it. But the whole thing, like with Hillary,
his delivery on them exactly isn't the best. Like he's kind of coming off really harsh about it. Yeah. But I feel like as if he was more calm with it. Like if he would say
Like
that it was a
people are,
problem and not be as drastic with it, then it wouldn't be that big of an issue.
but I mean, even like with Hillary, what happened in that short amount of time, like with the rigging election, with the emails. I mean, let's be real. I mean, anybody, if any other person did it, then Hillary, they would have been in jail. And then they took
I mean,
someone
what's
that
it called?
actually,
You got back in the 70s, we got Nixon trying to cheat in the election. He got impeached and all that. So I mean,
yeah,
it's
and
kind of awkward to see that. I mean, she can't be impeached. She's not president. But I mean, like, it's
yeah.
kind of weird to see how she's kind of like, who cares? Just keep
And
going.
did you see the thing where Trump? Everyone made a big deal about Trump saying how something about the emails and stuff like that.
I don't know, but I've seen on Twitter he's always like
Well,
crooked
like
Hillary
with
this, crooked
Russia
Hillary that.
and
Oh
stuff
no,
like
not with
that.
Russia. I haven't seen that.
Oh, well, he was like, Russia, you can come get the, or he's like basically asking Russia, where's the 30-something thousand emails? And people took it as, wow, he wants Russia to come in and commit, like, hack our government and et cetera, et
He's
cetera.
asking where
But
they
the
at.
thing is, the Clintons signed a bill with Russia saying if a government agency doesn't do its like FBI, because they didn't handle the investigation well,
Mm-hmm.
if a government agency doesn't handle the investigation how it should go, Russia can step in, get everything they need to know, and turn it over to the public. Now, the male Clinton was the one who signed that, so it's kind of contradiction when they wanted to make him look bad when they said all that. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things about it.
Yeah, I really just don't feel confident. I might write in Mickey Mouse on the ballot.
Yeah. But I mean, I like Trump, so
Nothing
I
wrong with
hope
that. What I don't like is how people view supporters of him as like assholes. Like I really don't like. It's like,
well, hopefully you vote for Trump, I guess. Hopefully
we'll see. I'm not sold on either person yet. I'll have to
Yeah.
keep looking into more policies and stuff like that and stuff I agree and disagree with, and we'll just have to play it by ear, I guess.
Yeah.
And definitely the debate's coming up, so that'll be a huge influence on a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people.
think that's gonna be
Because I feel a lot of people are kind of on the balance this year, especially in swing states and stuff. So I mean,
yeah.
that's going to be a huge.
Do you live in California or?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Me too.
So that'll more than likely, what's it called? Swing
Democrat state.
democratically, yeah.
Yeah. Government Jerry Brown, horrible.
Mm.
But yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad we had a civil debate here.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Talked a lot. Heard some things. So I mean, at the end of the day, I just don't like seeing people go at each other on these things. Like, dude, like, calm down.
I can't say anything. I've gone at people, but it's like I don't know. Some people just like me and this one guy keep debating. And we would just like yell at each other. But the thing is, like, he doesn't even talk. Like, all he does is just talk crap about you. So it's just like, really, like,
Yeah.
you know, are you on this app to talk shit? Or are you on this?
Or on this app to discuss? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Alrighty.
all right. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Hopefully we cross paths again. See ya.